Sports, we have the NBA coming up. Great to have you with us. Kevin Harlan here, joined by our analysts Greg Anthony and Hall of Famer Doris Burke. Plus, reporting from the sidelines, another Hall of Famer, David Aldridge. Here are the starters for Milwaukee. They've got Gary Trent, Myles Turner out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Kevin Porter, and it's Green in at the small forward. And for the Pacers, Halliburton in the backcourt, Nembhard to his side. The forward spots with Nesmith and Siakam. And it's Toppin in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And if you claim to be a basketball purist, and Greg, I know you do, one thing you gotta love watching is great ball movement.
Which is something both of these teams take pride in. It's always fun to watch guys be unselfish with the ball and look to make each other better.
Nembhard with it, defended by Trent. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That's his first foul.
First team foul.
Giannis against Siakam. Just 5 on the clock. Indiana needs to get a shot off. Here's Nembhard. Nailed from three-point land.
First point of the night, and you know this is going to be a battle of matchups.
What's going to be fascinating to watch is which matchups are they willing to go exploit.
That one goes in.
And this is where you feed Giannis. The closer he is, the more dangerous he becomes.
And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. And about a minute gone here in the first quarter. Siakam passes to Halliburton. Off target from three-point range. You know, you were talking about Giannis. He can put up 30 a game without taking many shots from the perimeter. That's a tall order these days, especially because he gets doubled every single time. Trent can't hit.
Well, certainly not the best defensive effort, but this guy can't make them pay for their laziness.
Here's Nesmith. Drills the three-pointer.
Boy, Pascal Siakam plays at his own pace, able to find the open man.
Here's Milwaukee now. 4-point game. Antetokounmpo kicks to Trent. Moves back up. And Antetokounmpo lays it up and in. Antetokounmpo's got his second bucket of the game to go.
Just an innate ability to rebound the basketball and then make the defense pay.
Already, I mean, we are seeing the full range of his skill set on display. Get ready for a big-time game from this guy.
Now, here is Halliburton. His three-pointer's off the mark. Left side, Antetokounmpo. Missed inside. Indiana's gone 2 of 4 from beyond the arc to start the game. Siakam. That falls. Nice feed that time from Halliburton.
Man, that is tenacity from Pascal Siakam. He was simply undeterred.
Giannis against Siakam. Outside, Porter. And it's Trent in the corner. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
No hesitation whatsoever from Trent Jr. His mind is always thinking shot.
Pass to Nembhard. And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Now, here's Nesmith. Guarded closer. And it's Halliburton missing. Halliburton with the steal. The rebound by Turner. And so it's Turner with it. He brings it up for the Bucks. They trail by 1. Green passes to Trent. And again, Milwaukee with the triple.
This guy is so comfortable from beyond the arc. You give Gary Trent Jr. a look from 3 and look out, folks.
And Greg, 2 seasons ago, the Bucks ranked first in defensive rating. Last season, they dropped down to number 19.
Yeah, shifting defensive schemes, coaching changes, also swapping Drew Holiday for Damian Lillard. But they can and should be better than 19.
And he can't get the first one. And Tyrese Halliburton, one of the best offensive players in the league, Doris. He is so fun to watch.
Kev, this young man is special, and not only because of the flair and the skill as a passer, the shot-making ability. To me, it's the joy he brings to the game and how that joy lifts his teammates around him.
And he sinks the second. And Greg, we know the Pacers have to improve defensively. But where do they start?
Candidly, Kevin, I feel like they're too soft. Giving up offensive rebounds, cheap fouls, they've got to be tougher mentally and physically, especially on the interior.
T.J. McConnell, he's checked in for Halliburton. Just over 3.5 minutes gone here in the first. Now it's ended down to David Aldridge, who was able to talk with Rick Carlisle.
I asked him about the challenge of facing Myles Turner, and he said this guy is a problem for our offense. Myles is an incredible shot blocker. You have to know where he is on the floor at all times. Now, we don't normally hear a coach talk about somebody's defense first, but Turner is that guy. Fellas?
Thank you, David. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And Turner with the basket on the assist by Antetokounmpo.
And how about the splendid floor vision from Antetokounmpo? A good decision maker, improves his passing each and every year.
Now, here's Toppin. Scoreless thus far. McConnell kicks to Toppin. No good on the triple. And it's the Bucks ball. They're on a 14-6 run. Prince dishes to Giannis. Outside, Porter. Shot's good by Turner. Turner's got his second basket.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
Now, here's Toppin. And Nesmith with the slam.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right. You could see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
So it's the Bucks now. The Pacers making the shot. Shot clock at 6. Here's Antetokounmpo. Pacers with the rebound.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
Siakam passes to Nesmith. Prince against Siakam. At the elbow, Toppin. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Now Porter. He has yet to score. Outside Turner fires for 3. He's off on that one. And so the first quarter is in the books. The Bucks on top. They're up by 5. And back in a moment as we'll get underway with quarter number 2. And if you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter in this one. And let's get your take, guys, on the scoring breakdown for the Bucks.
I like how they've worked the ball inside, getting looks closer in there, and that really helps your offense.
And their assist total, also impressive early, creating with the pass and playing for teammates.
Bucks leading by 5. Shepard out there with Halliburton. Then there's Bradley. Then it's Walker. And it's Mathurin in at the small forward. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Pacers. Portis, the pass to Rollins. No good on the 3. Here's Shepard. Halliburton in the corner. Over Prince. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
Now, the versatility of Halliburton does such a great job generating offense. That time does it for himself.
Seems like every time, Greg, we see Tyrese Halliburton, he's wearing a big smile on his face.
Talk about a guy who just loves this game. Halliburton is such an enthusiastic player, and that positive attitude really infects his entire team.
Now, Halliburton, following the miss by Kyle Kuzma from deep. Here's Shepard, defended by Trent. Clock at 6. Mathurin against Rollins, and it's Mathurin missing. Milwaukee leading by 3. Portis, the pass to Kuzma. Trent outside. Pass to Rollins. Back to Trent. Launches it. Buries it from three-point range. Trent's got 9 points.
Well, there's an unpredictability to his offensive game. He is always keeping the defense off balance.
Mathurin against Rollins. The kick out to Walker. Halliburton deciding where to go with it. A three-pointer off the mark. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. Rollins the pass to Kuzma. Trent outside. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
Well, Trent Jr. has a reputation of being a shooter, but don't sleep on his athletic ability and skill. Nice finish inside.
Pass to Mathurin from past the arc. That's good, and it's Halliburton with the assist. Mathurin's got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He wants a minute here to get things straightened out with his team. So an entirely new group in now for Indiana. Obi Toppin's checked in for Brantley. Pascal Siakam comes in for Walker. Nesmith, he's checked in for Benedict Mathurin. And Andrew Nembhard's subbed in for Shepard. The Bucks also changing it up. Giannis Antetokounmpo's checked in for Prince, and it's Green in for Trent. Well, Greg, it took 40 years, but the Bucks finally won their second NBA title back in 2021.
Yeah, and Kareem leading that 71 squad. Giannis was the man in 2021, averaging 35 and 13 during the finals, closing out the Suns with that 50-piece in Game 6.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Kevin, the Pacers obviously pushed the fast break. Tyrese Halliburton says the emphasis is getting outlets and running, playing fast. That's a good identity to have. It's a team that people want to play for, and it's a style you don't want to play against. You've got to be ready to play us. Kevin, the idea is for them to wear you down.
They fly, David. Baseline to baseline. They can really go. Now, here's Nesmith. Following the miss by Giannis Antetokounmpo. Now, here's Kuzma. Nesmith covering. Kuzma kicks to Antetokounmpo. Using his size, Giannis!
Boy, smart decision from Kuzma right there. Skilled getting the basketball to his teammate.
Pass to Nembhard. Giannis against Siakam. To the inside. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks leading by 7. Here's Rollins. Nothing on the board. Green with the ball. Outside Portis. Pass to Antetokounmpo. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. For years, it seemed like the league was going to go smaller. But lately, Greg, it seems like size is back in fashion.
Yeah, I mean, look at the MVP award, right? Centers and Jokic and Embiid winning it recently. Even Giannis, I wouldn't consider him small. And just overall around the NBA, it feels like bigger teams are having more success.
No good on that one. On the Pacers' doors last season, trading for Pascal Siakam to complement this hungry team.
And Kevin, it's important in a couple of ways. First of all, he's a two-time All-Star who's got a championship pedigree. The other part of this is Indiana is an equal opportunity offense, so they want to share the basketball. But Pascal brings individual playmaking and shot making, and sometimes that's a must-have in this league.
He hits the second from the line.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
To the wing right side. Lets it go with the three. A shot by McConnell, no good. Milwaukee leading by 8. Green passes to Giannis. Trent with the wide open look and all around the rim that time before dropping in.
Game plan from here forward should be very simple. With Gary Trent Jr. cooking, you make sure you find him.
Pass to Nesmith. There's a screen. Over Green. He makes another one. That's 4 up and 4 in to start his game.
You can't just stop when there's a pick set up. Gotta fight over it as a defender.
You know exactly what that takes. It takes energy, it takes activity, it takes intensity.
Now, here's Trent. He's got 13. Out to Turner for 3. And it's McConnell with the rebound.
And on an open look like that, he's very gifted at making the weak coverage pay.
Here's Siakam. And finished off by Siakam.
Well, Pascal Siakam has the ability to play on the inside and score with that length.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Count it, good. Antetokounmpo's got 7 now in this quarter.
And obviously his momentum from the last game has carried over here tonight.
Now, I think that's the one thing every player is searching for, consistency. They're giving this guy a chance to carry the offense once again.
Trent outside. Here's the 3. He doesn't hit that one. And so that brings the first half to a close. Bucks lead by 8. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, guys. Coach, where do you look to shore things up at the defensive end of the floor?
They're hitting us in some different areas, so we got to give help on the inside. And with the guys we have playing tonight, we got to be real persistent, real together.
Got to find that chemistry very quickly. Thanks for your time. Back to you guys.
Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime. And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Milwaukee leading by 8. Setting the floor for the Bucks. Kevin Porter is out there with Gary Trent. And then there's Antetokounmpo. And there's Myles Turner. And it's Green in at the 3 slot. Pacers shooting 43% from the field. Siakam outside. Pass to Halliburton. Now Neesmith misses the three. Siakam against Giannis. Trent outside. Antetokounmpo looking it over. To the paint. Here's Turner. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. You know, Doris, there's a notion that big men can take a little longer to develop. What have you seen from Myles Turner?
That he's turned himself into a complete basketball player, Kevin, and think there were years because he was playing alongside another big that he was out of position. But he can shoot the basketball with range, he's got strength, and he's a tremendous shot blocker.
That free throw good from Turner.
Well, the athleticism that Myles Turner brings to the center spot is quite remarkable. This guy, an exceptional player on both sides of the floor.
And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. And when you think back to that Sabonis-Halliburton trade, Doris, it really worked out for both teams.
It's rare, Kevin, that you can talk about a, quote, win-win for both sides. Most trades are a little bit harder to evaluate because they involve more moving pieces. This was a straight-up one-to-one swap of young stars and positional fits for each side.
Right now, let's send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Kevin, Giannis Antetokounmpo is not one to puff out his chest and chase accolades. He said, "I put the work in. That's how I get my confidence. I don't follow the media or my stats. What I know is that I put the work in, and I try to be the best version of myself." And that focus has served him well. Kevin?
It has. You know, his dedication, David, unquestioned. And we appreciate your report. Here's Toppin. Following the three by Milwaukee. Hits it from three-point range.
The very definition of a stretch 4. Toppin is a knockdown shooter, so vital for the spacing to his basketball team.
Now here's Porter. Antetokounmpo kicks to Porter. Trent passes to Green. 5 on the clock. Giannis right side. Oh, wow!
An amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
Pacers trail by 10. Halliburton passes to Siakam. Halliburton against Green. Halliburton with the bucket. Halliburton's got 5 now.
I mean, he makes plays like that in his sleep. The game is just far too easy.
Giannis kicks to Turner. Pass to Porter. Turner with a screen for Porter. Giannis outside. Good, and a nice assist from Porter. Giannis has got the lead up to 11 now for the Bucks.
You like to see Giannis hitting those, but you'll live with that if you're the defense.
Halliburton, no good. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Bucks. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. Pass to Trent. Turner with a screen for Trent. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. Outside, Porter. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Pacers have gone 3 of 6 in the third quarter, 50% from the field. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Doris, when you look at Aaron Neesmith, he is someone that has accepted readily more responsibility over time.
There's no question, Kevin, and what I love is he didn't let not playing early in his career affect his outlook. In fact, it almost added an edge and spurred him to incredible improvement. He's an excellent defensive player. He's worked hard to become a three-point shooter. It's somebody defenses must now account for from range. Love the work put in.
The first free throw is good. Bobby Portis has checked in for Milwaukee. Rollins comes in for Kevin Porter. Good on both. And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Benedict Catherine, he's checked in for the Pacers.
But you need to be the loudest. Can you do it? Let's hear it. Substitution on the court.
Bucks leading by 9. Second half here. We're just over 3.5 minutes into it. Rollins the pass to Portis. Portis sets the pick for Trent. Shoots over Nembhard. And again, the Bucks miss. Indiana's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. Halliburton against Green. Siakam sets a screen for Halliburton. Fires the 3. And once again off the mark by Indiana. Milwaukee has gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. Portis in the post. He's covered by Halliburton. Nice shot by Portis.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
And it's Trent in the corner. At the elbow, it's Turner. Back to Trent. Pass to Green. 6 on the shot clock. For 3, Portis. Toppin pulls it in. Toppin's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Halliburton. And the layup's good off the glass. Halliburton's got 7.
Yeah, give Halliburton credit for staying with the play. You've got to be able to fend off that defense and still finish.
There's 49 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Toppin against Portis. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Obi Toppin.
Yeah, easy call.
The Bucks have been successful on 3 of their 4 free throw attempts up to this point.
2 shots.
That free throw missing. And some changes here for the Pacers. Bradley's checked in for Toppin. Shepard comes in for Andrew Nembhard. And it's T.J. McConnell in for Halliburton. The Bucks also changing it up. Kyle Kuzma's checked in for Myles Turner. Gary Harris comes in for Green. And it's Taurean Prince in for Trent. Good on the second free throw. Pacers trail by 10. Here's Siakam. It's tipped, and the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Portis. McConnell finds Siakam. And Gary Harris is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
Milwaukee on D. Bradley passes to Siakam. Bradley sets the pick for Siakam. Pass to McConnell. Fires the 3. Drains the three-pointer. McConnell's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball.
There you go again. A nice kick out after the D had collapsed on him.
Rollins the pass to Kuzma. Portis a screen on Siakam. And so it's Milwaukee bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. They've got Benedict Mathurin. Walker out there with Bradley. Then there's Shepard, and it's Halliburton into the point. So that's the group out there for Indiana. The kick out to Walker. Lets the three fly. Rebounded by the Bucks. Kuzma outside. And the foul on Jarris Walker. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Rollins against Halliburton. And it's out of bounds. The Bucks able to retain possession here. So it's the Bucks now. They lead by 7. Prince, and he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That's on Benedict Mathurin.
One of the hardest things to deal with Torian Prince is trying to match his energy. This guy goes all out every time.
Shooting 2.
And that one falls for Prince.
What we know about Torian Prince is he's a terrific competitor who knows he's going to lay it all out on the floor every night. For coaches, that is such an invaluable trait.
He's perfect from the line this time. Pacers trail by 9. Halliburton outside. Walker finds Mathurin. Bradley a screen on Rollins. Here's Mathurin, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
And you see that extra gear with Mathurin. Gets him to the rim in a blink.
Portis the screen. Rollins the pass to Portis. That's tipped, stolen by Walker. And up the court come the Pacers on the break. Halliburton with the bucket.
This is where Halliburton can really hurt you, playing with pace, using his speed and transition.
And Doc Rivers has called a timeout. He's very aware of the timing here and the significance of getting things squared away with his team.
It's T-shirt time, everyone. Get loud right now.
The Pacers making a change here. Nemhard's checked in. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team, and he was real calm during the timeout. He was smiling when he told the team, we're up. Game plan is working. Go out there and have fun. It's always fun when you're up late. Guys?
Okay, David, much appreciated. Here's Rollins. Pass to Prince. Kuzma with it. Shoots the 3. The shot's good on the assist by Prince. Kuzma's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Pacers trail by 8. Halliburton passes to Bradley. Now Mathurin. Outside for Halliburton. Shot clock at 5. It's good.
You have to understand how to score when you're in the paint and you are 6'5". Tyrese Halliburton, he knows the way.
And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
Rollins, 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Myles Turner, he's checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for Kyle Kuzma. Green, he's checked in for Harris. And Kevin Porter's subbed in for Prince. So he gets them both. And so it's Halliburton who brings up the ball for Indiana. 8-point game. Pass to Freeman. There's the three. Rebounded by the Bucks. Turner's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Rollins the pass to Turner. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And they double up Antetokounmpo. And that one's good by Porter.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flames.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
Again, Indiana.
How much do you love to see the turnaround?
We're in the final quarter of play here, 3 minutes in. Antetokounmpo up top, guarded by Walker. Rollins the pass to Porter. No good with the triple. Pacers trail by 8. Pass to Nembhard. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Personal foul. First team foul.
And a chance to catch up on some numbers here. Scoring breakdown for Milwaukee.
Well, I've been impressed with the ball movement all game long. They're really looking to just make that extra pass.
And the other thing, guys, that they've been very effective at is shooting the long-range jumpers. The defense has been having trouble closing out to them in this game in particular.
So it's both teams making substitutions here. And both free throws good for Nembhard. Milwaukee leading by 6. A look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. Kick out to Giannis. Back to Trent. The three. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. Giannis has got 5 assists in the game. Indiana's gotten off to an 0-for-2 start from downtown here in the fourth quarter. Green against Halliburton. Over Green. Halliburton, no good. For Milwaukee, they've gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Trent gets the bucket.
And so many teams now look to establish the perimeter to set up everything else.
No doubt it's a growing trend, Greg, and he is highly accurate tonight.
And here's Halliburton after Gary Trent Jr. made the last three-pointer. Good on that shot. With that, the Bucks' lead is cut back down to single digits after the bucket is good from Halliburton. Milwaukee's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway.
And we see this often now from Giannis. His offensive repertoire has become so versatile.
Indiana, they're working against the clock right now. Halliburton for 3. That doesn't go either for Halliburton. Here's Giannis. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a 3-point play.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing that near 7-foot frame.
Pacers trail by 14. Now, here is Halliburton. 1:14 left to play in the final quarter. And the rejection by Giannis.
And clearly, we will not be witnessing a spirited comeback tonight, albeit as exciting as that would be. This was an excellent all-around performance for the Bucks.
We got to see a display of offensive prowess in this one that got it done. High-scoring game.
Bucket after bucket. They were really in attack mode all game long.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
This guy has been shot-making all night long. He commands the rock and takes over.
Turner finds Giannis. And here's Trent, 6 to shoot. Porter passes to Green. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Halliburton. Lets a floater go. That one misses. So no problem for Milwaukee as they get the win. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, G, a pretty hostile environment.
It really was. You know, it's never going to be easy on the road, but they didn't have too many problems with that tonight.
And we've got David Aldridge standing by on our sideline with the player of the game. David, it's all yours.
Thanks very much. Giannis, you have said in the past you have even more untapped potential. So how did you put your fingerprints on this game?
I'm just here to do whatever it takes to help my team win. Did a great job executing, moving the ball, and this is what we do. This is what we do. We play together, and whatever we do, hopefully we can get a win at the end of the day.
Well, it certainly turned into a win tonight, man. Thanks. Back to you guys.
All right, DA, thanks again. And that'll do it, folks. For Greg Anthony, Doris Burke, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching. And now we present the player of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.